It's time for a mid-June garden tour. Let's see where we're at. So here, we'll start with my freaking kale. This is my main kale bed. It is thriving. That is some kale that survived from last year. It's going to seed because it's year 2 for it. So I'll probably try and gather these seeds at some point. I also put some rhubarb in there. I don't know if that'll take over this patch. If it does, I'm totally good with that. This is year 2 on the rhubarb. Right, then here I have my asparagus bed, where I've only got like 6 asparagus plants. It's not enough. And then I've got a bunch of strawberries in there as well. There's all nasturtiums down here, some borage, some tomatoes. These are sun gold, and some basil. And I've got some Swiss chard growing right here. The Swiss chard is getting absolutely devoured. I'm assuming it's by slugs. I don't see any bugs on it, but it's kind of annoying because I haven't ever tried Swiss chard, so I was excited for it. I've planted 4 plants and all of them are just getting eaten alive. Frustrating, very frustrating. So if you have any tricks other than netting, because I don't really feel like netting this, to keep the bugs away, let me know. In here we have more kale. The borage, so beautiful. There's a bunch of cilantro, more tomatoes. There's another Swiss chard getting eaten up, a little cabbage, and these are morning glories. I've heard mixed opinions on whether you should plant morning glories or not, but I'm just gonna give it a chance. They're pretty, I like them, and they'll be contained to this area, so not too concerned. Over here is my big raised bed. Just piece of advice, never get a tall raised bed. Filling them is a nightmare and they're just awkward. That's my dog, Lulu. She's nuts. More nasturtiums, cilantro, kale. I overdid it with the kale. And then I got some sweet peas growing up here. I wanted all that to be completely filled in, but evidently I didn't plant enough. But next year, I'll do better. And over here, I have a broccoli plant that's kind of spent. I've already taken the main head. It produced a flush of side shoots, already eaten those. So I'm thinking at this point, I'll probably pull it. I might leave it for another week, see if any more side shoots come out, but other than that, it's coming out. Something else is gonna go in there. This is cucumber. I think there's another one there. And then I've got some kind of squash here, a pepper plant. There's another pepper plant in there somewhere. There's a red cabbage. So yeah, chaotic to say the least, but I mean productive, so that's good. Over here is another sort of kale section, and I put some tomatoes in there as well to see if they grow. I did way too much kale this year, but seeing how well it's done in there makes me think that I can plant other stuff in there. So I'm just kind of waiting to see if the things I did put in there, like the tomato plants and what else, if they'll do well this year. And if they do, that's a sweet spot to grow stuff. So yeah. Tomato plant. Then this is my main tomato section where I've got like my prime, like my Dr. Wyche's yellow, and other ones that I'm really excited for. Hoping they'll do well here, but we'll have to see. That's the trellis, an old tent frame. And I've got a little seat in there, so hopefully, fingers crossed. More Swiss chard. This one doesn't look too bad, but yeah. And then I've got some sort of random things in here. I'm gonna put more squash in here. I've got one plant, but I don't think it's getting enough sun, but I guess we'll see. And then over there are my onion and garlic beds. Pretty coneflower. It's kind of taking over this bed, but that's okay. Got garlic in here, some spinach that went to seed, some cabbage, and then I've got more tomatoes going through there. Over here, more garlic, more cilantro, gone to seed, cabbage, and lettuce that went to seed like months ago. My plan was for the garden to be a little bit more organized this year, which I think it is a little bit more organized than last year, but it's still pretty chaotic, which is okay. I think that's just Mother Nature, just putting her hands on things, stirring it up. I think it's always going to be a little chaotic, and I'm okay with that, to be honest. Yeah, because look how pretty chaos. This is the Barker. She is she's just a loudmouth, is what she is. A big loudmouth. And then this guy, he never says a word. Buddy, what's going on? Lulu, come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. The good thing when you let your cilantro go to seed, you get a ton of beneficial insects. Like, take a look. Hopefully I can get some. Not sure what exactly that bug is, but I'm pretty sure it's beneficial. And if not, I'm sure there are other ones that are. So yeah, it's okay to let some things go to seed. I've got some pumpkins and some other squash in here. The plan is I'm going to let them go into these beds when I pull the garlic and onions out. Here are the onions. God, it's warm out there. So that is where we're at mid-June. Like I said, it's more chaotic than I had intended it to be. But at the same time, I've harvested more this year than I ever have by this time. I have a ton of kale, obviously, too much kale, lesson learned. I've harvested some cabbage. I've got lots of broccoli. I had some carrots. They were tiny. But I'm going to do a second sowing of carrots for the fall. I don't know when I need to get them in the ground, but I'll do them again. I'm also going to do more, what do they call it? The purple beets. I'm going to do more beets. I did get some beets. They were pretty small, but I've since learned that if you mound them up, like you put the seeds in and you have a mound, they can grow bigger because there's less compaction. They're up higher in the soil. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to sort of succession sow squash throughout the summer and just see how that goes. I've got a Parthenocarpic cucumber variety that you saw is covered out there, so hopefully that will do well. I'm going to try and keep it covered throughout the season, and hopefully get a good amount of cucumbers. And I do want to do pumpkins again. I want to have pumpkins for the fall, so I'm going to try and buy some more pumpkin seeds and throw more pumpkins out there. And other than that, it's just about sort of monitoring the tomatoes, making sure everything's fed and watered. Maybe put down some more flowers. I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at in my Zone 6A garden mid-June. Hope you guys are having a great summer so far. And let me know how it's going for you all. Peace. Okay, actually, I didn't want to end the video without showing you my beets and my carrots. This is my massive carrot and beet harvest. This honker is the biggest carrot I got. Well, it's the thickest. This one here is the longest. I don't know if they smell good. I'm sure they'll taste great. It's not all about the size, I've heard. And then I've got some, these are my beets. I mean, this one is okay actually, but these two are, like, they're pretty small. I mean, fine, they'll still, like I said, they'll taste good, but like this, I mean, this is a decent little meal, side dish thing. I don't know, it's okay. So that's where I'm at. So just in case you guys are, you know, having a less productive year with carrots and things like that, I'm in the same boat, but we have time to try again. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, bye.